We're FightFan.com. We're here with James Toney.
FightFan.com.
James Lights Out Toney.
How you doing?
So, first question: are you the greatest fighter in the world?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, that goes without saying, I guess.
Hands down, because look, ain't nobody that have done what I've done. I've gone from 157 pounds when I turned pro to fight 236 pounds and successfully handle these guys no problem.
So we wanted to know can you tell us a little bit about your amateur career? Like we don't know much about it.
I had a brief but still amateur career. It was 31-2 with 29 knockouts. And I won the Michigan State Golden Glove titles. I won. I would have won the House and Fair, but once again, I was victim of a hometown decision. I beat the guy, dropped him 3 times, and still lost.
Even in the amateurs.
Yeah,
right?
even in the amateurs. So that deterred me from. From going to the games. I decided to turn pro and do my thing.
And did you play football? Is that right? Were you a big guy in football?
I played football, defensive back, quarterback in high school. I was going to Michigan as defensive back.
And so were you a pretty big guy in high school as well?
I was 205 pounds to be exact.
See, you're heavyweight in football, right?
And then I turned pro at 157.
We heard rumors about some kind of scuffle with Deion Sanders. Is that true? Can you set that straight?
Everybody said it wasn't much of a scuffle. We was in football camp. Michigan camp was one of the biggest camps in the world, country. High school is in, we got a little argument with bed. It wasn't much of a scuffle. 2 hits, me hitting him in the floor.
Lights out, I guess,
yes,
eh?
Sir.
What was the most important fight in your career in the earlier half of your career, would you say? The most important
fight for me was when I fought Toney Williams.
Charles Williams?
No, Toney Williams.
Oh.
He was the guy who fought all the tough guys, and nobody never dropped him. Nobody never stopped him. And I wanted so bad to get out there and fight the best opposition. Hey, Mr. Toney. What up, baby boy? You know how we do it? How your Broncos doing? They suck. Anyway, but I wanted to fight this guy, but back I wanted to show everybody I belong in upper echelon of fighters. And what I did, I fought him. It was to draw, 2-round draw. But I fought him with the chicken pox, and I shouldn't even fought him when I was sick. But back then, that shows you a lot of people get sick. They make excuses about, well, I can't do this. I ain't gonna pull out because I don't have no people coming. When I did the first 5 rounds, I blew him out of there. But the last 5, the energy level just went down.
Oh man, who would you say got the worst beatdown in your entire career? Like, what guy got the worst of it out of everybody?
I say Iran Barkley.
Iran Barkley. That's what we were talking about earlier.
Because Iran from New York. He talking about Bronx this, Bronx that. What was it, the black spades and all this crazy stuff. But this dude talking about gang stuff. He in my neck of the woods now. We talking real stuff here. You know what I'm saying? He's not I'm supposed to be scared. I'm not African. I'm not a scary guy. I'm not from Haiti. I'm not scary. You know, so you know what I did? I put an ass for 9 rounds.
What was the most satisfying beating of your career? The one that you had the most joy?
Holyfield, because everybody thought I was gonna lose.
That's right. Yeah.
Everybody say too big and he hit too hard. Man, I whooped his ass bad. He lucky. I was there, man. I wanted to piss on his choir after the fight.
What about the 2 Griffin fights, man? Why were those such bullshit? Like that makes me mad to this day. I don't know how. I don't know much of a question, but
see, bad thing about it, he know he didn't beat me.
Yeah.
You know, everybody know he didn't beat me. He admits he didn't beat me. But you know, like I said, at the point, James was getting too big, and they want to try to slow me down. And they want me to kiss ass. I'm not a kiss ass fighter. I don't kiss nobody ass. I don't kiss the promoter ass. I don't kiss the referee ass. I just fight the fight like it's supposed to be, old school.
Is it something you come to accept? But like your whole from early on in your career, you've had to deal with getting bullshit decisions. You just accept it as part of the game. Like you love the sport,
I don't accept none part of the game. I just feel that you guys try to keep me out of it and they can't do it. I ain't going to war. I'm 30 years old. I feel like I'm 28. You know, I feel better than ever. I ain't going nowhere for a while. I'm not going nowhere until I'm ready to go.
What do you say about the Jirov fight? What do you tell us about that fight? That
was a good fight. Everybody
fantastic fight.
Everybody thought I was going to get beat down and hurt and bruised up. But I kicked his ass.
What about that 12th round, man?
The 12th round was a classic. I beat him down.
That's where you do your thing.
We did that thing. I hit with a body shot, made him go.
Did you have to dig pretty deep for that, or what? How were you feeling in the 12th?
I was in great shape. I could have won 15 rounds. 15, 20 rounds if I had to. You know, I'm ready. I'm in all this, like I said, I'm in all conditions to go more than 15, 20 rounds.
We saw a pretty funny clip the other night of you talking to Ben and Eubank on a TV show. You remember that with Mickey Rourke?
Yep.
Yeah. What do you say about those guys? Like, why do those fights never come off? You think
they was cowards?
Yeah.
The same thing. Matter of fact, I'm going through the same thing now that I was going through then. The Europeans are scared to fight me.
Yeah.
They got the Cusco's, Vailev, Sergio Lacazette, whatever their name is. All these punk bitches scared to fight me. They got titles, but I'm making more money than them. That's what they say.
That's right.
I'm making more money than these chumps, so, you know, bottom line is, hey, they can't beat me inside the ring. What they do outside the ring? They just take it from me with bullshit decisions. Yeah. And the bad thing about it, the judges and the state commission had the balls doing about it.
What makes Freddie Roach such a good trainer?
That's my man, right? That's my road dog. You know?
We were there yesterday, so.
Because, you know, Freddie, he had no nonsense training. You're either going to do it or you're not.
He was yelling at guys yesterday. Kingsley!
Oh, you know why? Because they wouldn't do what they're supposed to do.
Yeah.
I'm saying, but when we're in the ring, he's not a yeller. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He'll yell at you and make sure he brings the best out of you.
What do you think of that Pacquiao kid?
He's my man right there. He's a little piece. Hey, he's a little dynamite. He gonna knock this dude out quick.
He's fast, eh?
Yeah, fast and he's hard. Both hands.
He does hit pretty hard. What would you say is your most important punch in your arsenal? Like the jab?
I can do everything.
Yeah?
You know, I'm a complete fighter. I can fight forward, I can fight backwards, sideways. I think people can do that.
Tell us about the old school guys. Like, what fighters from the past do you really respect, man?
I love all of them. Ezra Charles, J.J. Walcott, Ray Robinson.
Archie Moore?
Archie Moore, that's the man, the Mongoose.
Yeah, man.
This is Balansiki. You know, a whole bunch of old fighters I love to watch. And then also you got modern day fighter Tommy Hearns, and my man right there, like my godfather. And you got Marvin Hagler. You can't, that's the only two.
So, you know, do you put yourself on the same level as those old school guys, man?
About Jake LaMotta.
That's right. Jake LaMotta was a tough son of a bitch. You put yourself on level with those guys, though?
Yes,
like,
sir.
yeah.
I think I can fight. I can fight their level. I'm a selfish nails. I can take it. I ain't afraid to take one. I give a whole bunch. You know what I mean?
What about Emmanuel Augustus, man?
Oh, I love him. I love watching him fight. The guy that's, you know, his little thing like this. You know, he be doing his thing, man. He take an ass where he give it up.
He's a good buddy of ours. He's on the site all the time, and we're trying to get him a bigger fight, man.
Yeah, if anybody deserves one, he deserves a big fight right now.
Okay, all right, James Toney, thanks for taking the time to talk to FightFan.com, man. We appreciate it.
FightFans.com.
It's an honor.
In January 7th, James Toney's back. I can't show you. You know what? I can't show you because all y'all out there might get a little nippy there.